Hey guys, it's Andrei from Elite Exposure here again, and I've got another exciting video. This is going to be an extension of our $1 million per month funnel, and what we're going to talk about today is Google Maps. Nice short episode, but I'm going to basically show you how to set up your Google Maps profile so that you can get a ton of free referrals every single month. So in terms of ROI, this is a very easy and cheap thing you can do because it's only going to cost you time. And if you do this, you will get a ton of local referrals all the time. So when someone looks up plumber, electrician, whatever, they're going to find you first because you're going to be at the top of the list and you're going to have a ton of great reviews for your business. So let's just hop straight into it. What we want to do, the whole idea of Google Maps is making our profile so desirable that it always shows up at the top. And when you show up at the top, that means Google is trusting your business and it will reward you for that. So what we want to do to make Google trust us even more is when a job is done, we want to set up an automation in our business so that as soon as a job is done, we instantly send the customer a review survey and we ask them if they had a good or a bad experience. If they had a bad experience, you can send them another email asking what their experience was like and why it was so negative. If their experience was good, we can send them a Google review request, which I'll show you how to get in a second. And then you can get their review processed and you can collect as many 5-star reviews as possible. If you don't get a response from the customer, you can send them a follow-up email or a text. And if they still don't respond, we just keep sending them follow-up emails and texts to try get them to write a review on autopilot. Now, in terms of actual setup, these are the best practices to make your profile as desirable as possible. Now, this is assuming that you already have a Google business profile set up. If you don't already have one set up, I can put a link below this video and it'll run you through the steps on how to set it up. It's quite simple. You can just do it on Google Business Profile. So very first thing that I would do is you just want to edit your profile and you want to fill in all this information as accurately as possible so that customers know exactly what you do, what your name is, what your description is, and all of these are going to help you sell your business and it'll help you get further up in the ranks. You want to put an opening date. You want to put your phone number and make sure it's actually correct. You can actually add a chat or a WhatsApp, which is quite cool. I would definitely recommend adding both. Make sure you add your website and just send them straight to the contact page. You want to make sure you add all your social profiles. If you don't have social profiles, we'll cover that in a later video, but it's extremely important that you do have social profiles because people do want to see that. You definitely want to add your actual location because Google Maps works based on location. So if you don't have a location, it's quite hard for Google to put you in front of the right customers because they don't know if you're local or not. Ideally, you want to show your address to customers so it proves to them that you're actually in the area that they're inquiring about. You want to include your service area so that the customer knows that you are within their service area. You definitely want to add opening hours, so I highly suggest that you don't lie about this. If you genuinely do not work 24/7, or if you only work from 9 to 5, Mondays to Fridays, it is in your best interest to put this as accurately as possible. You can add special hours if you're going to be open for Christmas or Easter or anything like that. You should add every single one of these that you do. For most trade businesses, this isn't actually going to count. You can add all these extra things that are local to your area. You can add all of these as well. So if you only accept cash, you can put yes. If you don't, you can put no. If you accept credit cards or not. If you accept NFC payments, if you have an FPOS terminal with you. What you'll get from this video is you genuinely want to fill out every single piece of information here to help Google show you in front of the right people. It goes without saying that you want as many Google reviews as possible, and it is in your best interest to get as many as possible. The more Google reviews you have, the more trustworthy you're going to look to other people wanting to inquire with your services, and you'll rank higher on the Google Maps leaderboard when someone looks up for your service. It's in your best interest to reply. This will help you rank higher as well because Google can see that you're actually engaging with your reviews. So it's in your best interest to respond to every single lead. For your actual review link, it's right here. You just want to click on that and then you just want to copy it and make sure this is in your automatic emails and texts because this is what the customer will be viewing to actually get to you and write a review. Next, you want to add as many photos of your work as possible. You want to add a cover photo, you want to add an actual logo, and you want to add tons and tons of photos, and you should be doing this regularly. The more regularly you do this, the higher up you will rank on the leaderboard for Google Maps. This here is just viewing your performance so you can actually visualize how many people have looked in your profile. And what you'll notice is when you actually work on your Google profile and you get more reviews, this chart will just keep going up and up. So you can see the exact calls that were made, how many bookings, most people don't do bookings for trade businesses, and how many people actually went to the website. So this is data that you can actually track, and I strongly suggest that you do track it because again, this is a free method of getting the best leads. You don't need to advertise at this point. You can edit your products and services. So I highly recommend editing your services so that people, when they look up these specific things, you will actually show up. The people that don't do this, they're not even going to see your profile because if someone looks up toilet repair, you will show up because you've told Google that this is a service that I actually provide and I'm in the local area. So I highly suggest listing every single service, even if it's minor, on here so that you can get some leads out of this. If someone has a question, I strongly recommend you answer it so that other people can see it. And again, this helps Google rank you higher on that Google Maps. Updates are super important. This is basically like posting on Instagram, except for posting on Google Maps. When you do this, you will rank higher on the Google Maps listing. Don't ask me why, but that's the way it works. So you want to just add an update. And basically, I would just select a whole bunch of photos from a recent job that you've done, add a description. So we replaced the bathroom at this house in this location. This is what the house looked like before, and this is what it looks like after. And then you can even add a button to learn more. I would add call now so that people can call you because they've seen that this is what you do. Next, I would add an offer if you have one. So if you're running a promotion for 10% off this month, if you inquire now, I strongly recommend updating your offers regularly because if someone looks up for plumber and they see that it'll show your listing on Google Maps as well as the offer you're running, and it's going to make you stand out more than your competitors because next to no one actually utilizes this. And again, you can add an event. Most times you're not doing events, but if you are doing events, strongly recommend you do this as well. And here you can also ask for reviews and it'll bring you up the same page so you can easily find your reviews link. When you actually do all of these things and you look at your profile, you'll see that it looks more full. Google will see that you're more active with your Google profile, and therefore it will reward you by putting you up higher on the leaderboard when someone looks up a specific service in your area. Another thing you can do is Google will rank you higher the more of these that you do. If you don't want to create an ad, which you definitely don't from here, you would press dismiss. But the things you are going to do, like let's say get your first review, you're going to want to click on it, copy the link, get a review, and you'll see that this will automatically get ticked off. And then you want to keep doing all of these things. Again, you want to add a phone number, you want to create an offer, you can click here to add more photos. And the more of these that you do, Google will rank you higher. Google will keep giving you things like basically a to-do list. And if you do them, Google will reward you for doing them. So it's in your best interest to do all of these things. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. You just click on the little dots and click dismiss. This will help you rank higher on Google Maps so you can get more free leads. That's going to be it for this video. Nice and short, but again, a very free and easy thing you can do to get more leads over time. When you get to the point where you've got at least 100 reviews, you will see that your conviction will be so much higher when you're trying to close a customer, and you will get more referrals from Google Maps as well. If you liked this video and enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video because I'll keep posting more videos just like this.